The next stage is the terminal sac period. It's between 26 weeks of life of to birth. In this period, the terminal sacs and capillaries establish close contact. The last is the alveolar period, wherein mature alveoli have well developed. This is the lung tissue in a newborn. So note that the thin squamous epithelial cells is here. It protrudes during it protrudes. The reason for this protruding is so that there will be close contact between the oxygen and the blood, so that there will be gas exchange. This cleaning happens during the first two periods, namely the pseudo and the canalicular period. This period is characterized by thinning of the cuboidal cells of lungs. So for the arterial supply of the pulmonary arteries and the pulmonary vein, these are the two main vessels that supplies the lungs. So the pulmonary artery develops from the sixth aortic arch, while the sixth aortic arch gives an important branch that grows toward the development lung pad. So for the anatomy, so these are the structures. Responsible in the gas exchange, mainly the bronchi and the alveoli. So this is the circuit in gas exchange. Mainly this side is the oxygen poor side. This is the pulmonary circulation. Blood poor areas from the systemic goes into the right atrium, which goes down to the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve and goes to the pulmonary circulation via the pulmonary artery. And in the alveoli, the oxygen poor blood are oxygenated and travels back to the heart via the pulmonary vein and goes out into the systemic circulation. So for the arterial supply of the lungs, there are two main arteries of our lungs. First is the pulmonary artery and the bronchial artery. The pulmonary artery contains the oxygen poor blood which comes from our heart so that it would be oxygenated in the lungs. As I said earlier, it comes from the while the bronchial artery supplies the bronchus and the trachea. Venous drainage of the lungs. There are two counterparts for the arterial blood supply. There are the pulmonary veins and the bronchial veins. The pulmonary vein empties into the ascites vein, while the bronchial vein empties into the hemiascites. Next is the innervation of the lungs and the pleura. Our lungs and the pleura are innervated by the anterior and posterior pulmonary plexuses. These plexuses are mixed plexuses. Mixed plexuses in terms that they are both parasympathetic and sympathetic. Parasympathetic, which comes off from the vagus nerve.